At 6 tonight, a campaign worker at the center of an election signature scandal last summer is now facing criminal charges. You remember the flap over fake signatures? It swamped Sabina Matos' campaign for Congress. Good to have you with us tonight. I'm Patrice Wood.
And it spawned 1,000 jokes about graveyard campaigning and resurrected Democrats. I'm Gene Valicenti. The Ad Team's Brian Crandall has new developments and reaction from Sabina herself tonight. Brian?
Well, Gina, Patrice, when she finally spoke days after that scandal broke last July, Sabina Matos blamed Holly McLaren, the woman her campaign hired to collect nomination signatures. Now, more than 10 months later, a grand jury indicted McLaren Wednesday, and she turned herself in for a court arraignment this morning before the Attorney General's office notified the media of those charges. Her name was linked to the scandal early on. Holly McLaren's signature is on the bottom of some of the nomination forms, attesting she collected the signatures. Some of the forms collected on behalf of Sabina Matos' congressional campaign included the names of dead people and others who told us they did not sign them. Matos, the state's lieutenant governor, met with investigators 6 months ago. Now McLaren is charged with falsely certifying nomination papers and filing false documents with a public official.
I was glad to see that the investigation is progressing. At the end of the day, this was a serious crime that was committed against our state free and fair election.
McLaren had previously helped out Governor Dan McKee's campaign and appeared in this ad for him 2 years ago. Matos says she knew McLaren, but the campaign staff hired her.
Do you ever look back and think I should have done something differently or something could have been done differently at the time?
You know, at the end of the day, this was my campaign, as I have said before. I'm responsible for what happens with my name at the door. And yeah, like, if I look back, I could have made things differently.
In April, the Attorney General's office made public that they had charged a signature collector named Christopher Cottom with falsifying signatures. Cottom worked for McLaren. In court documents filed then, an investigator wrote McLaren told him in a phone call that she did not check IDs while collecting signatures, and that she said it was possible all 17 people listed on one of the forms in question gave her fake names and addresses.
At the end of the day, it was the people of the state of Rhode Island whose trust was violated.
Do you think you'd be in Congress right now if it wasn't for her?
I don't know. There's no way to tell.
All right, Holly McLaren's lawyer told me he's not surprised by the charges she's now facing, given the accusations last year, but he was hoping she would not be charged. The Attorney General's office did not have a comment on why it took 10 months to bring those charges.